Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and tonight I am going to be doing my IPSY July review and my August IPSY unboxing. And I also have a little update, a little announcement slash PSA at the end of the video. It's just kind of a personal thing that happened to me this weekend, actually happened to me and the dog, so I'm just going to leave that at the end so that those of you that are wanting to see the review and the unboxing, we're going to get to that first, but at the end I have something to share. So first, let's go ahead and do that. This IPSY bag, honestly, is gorgeous. It's got that hollow, it's got the little umbrellas for the beach time. I think this is one of my favorite IPSY bags of all time. And if you watched my video, I think everything I said about the products, my initial thoughts, everything that I said is what I'm going to just repeat again. So I kind of had a feeling about a lot of these products. So first off, let's talk about this. This is the Otter lip liner in the shade Silk. It kind of had like a light peachy or light kind of mauvey pink purple color, and this was by Otter. I personally am not a big fan of lip liners, so I kind of already had my reservations about it, and we'll give you a little swatch. It's actually extremely dry, so I almost feel like I'm like ripping it to put on my lips, and I really didn't like it. And I think also that's partially because I just don't like lip liners, but this was not smooth, it wasn't creamy. It was very, very drying and kind of, to me, like tugging to apply. So I'm just not a big fan of it, and that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. With this lotion, this is the Not Soap Radio body lotion. I just didn't like this personal scent. I think I told you it smelled like lemon and basil, which normally I'm like a big fan of, but it was just like overkill, and I just didn't like it as a body lotion. Next up is the Peach Pink Blush from Elizabeth Mott, and it's kind of in a cheap packaging, which I think I noted. I didn't really like the packaging on it. It looks pretty in the pan, and you can definitely see I've tried to use it. It's kind of got this like rosy pink look to it, and for some reason it just, there's no pigment. It's just so faint, and I feel like I have to build it and build it and build it, and I have it on my cheeks today, and I guess I can see it a little bit, but I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it in the harsh lights. It just, you know, I don't want to try that hard for blush. I have so many others that are so good that I just don't have to work that hard for. So I just wasn't a big fan. The next thing is the Meet Matrimony, and this is a single shadow from the Balm, and this is in the shade Matte Moskowitz. And it's a really cute little book. I mean, the packaging is mini, it's adorable, absolutely, you know, I love stuff like that. But it's a beautiful purple plum shade, very soft, very nice, very matte. I'm actually wearing it in my outer crease, and I love the color, and I think I said that. Oh, the color is nice, the consistency is nice, but I just know that I don't reach for singles, so I kind of have tried to stay away from singles, not completely, but to an extent, because I won't think, oh, I need to pull that purple matte shadow out. So I think though, as a consistency for these types of shadows, I do think the Balm probably does have some really good palettes. I've never gotten one, but I've heard people rave about them. So it is good in the sense that you got to try the consistency out. You could purchase it kind of based on maybe that opinion. But anyway, that's just my thought on it. It is nice. I did like it. And then finally, I really loved this Luxie brush. This was the 215 small angle brush. And you guys, I knew I was going to like it. I love the rose gold packaging and the pink. It is so perfect for getting my lower kind of shadow on underneath my lash line here. And then I did my brows with it today, so I've been using it with pomade, with brow pomade. I really, really like this. I had been using this nonstop, and I just like looked up this brush to see how much it would cost if I had purchased it separately, and it was $10. So that's the complete worth of the bag. So in my opinion, it actually was worth the bag just for these two things, because these were my favorites, the actual bag and the liner brush. This has become an everyday brush for me. So for me, that's a really big win, even though maybe the rest of the products like weren't the biggest hit. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to my August unboxing. So guys, here we go. Oh, it's so pretty. It looks like kind of like a blue-green kind of hair on a mermaid. And let's see, this is called the Sugar Highness. So it kind of looks very pastel. And let's see, it says, pop the champagne cans, deck yourself in ring pops, get gorgeously glammed up, and dip into everyday decadence gone wildly galore. So that's interesting. I'm not exactly sure where our theme is, because to me this looks honestly like a gorgeous mermaid. I love that it's like a scalloped looking bag. I mean, that is really cute. Like this, again, I feel like the bag quality has been increasing with IPSY, so it is adorable. And of course the zipper's pink and it has a little IPSY tag on it, so absolutely cute. Love the bag. What do we have? Okay, this is a Dead Sea wash off mask. Okay, very cool. This is from Global Beauty Care. You guys know I've been loving my masks. I've never seen a mask in this kind of like pour foil packet container, and it seems like a good amount of product. So this will be great for me to try in one of my mask videos. I've been a big fan of kind of like, I don't know if this is, let's see, it has salts and minerals from the Dead Sea, a 15-minute face and body therapy deep cleansing mud mask. Yeah, I've been loving my mud masks, so really excited to try this. Okay, this next thing, I am not sure what it is, but it is gorgeous packaging. This is called Diamond Powders Are a Girl's Best Friend. This is in the shade Light. This foundation powder contains genuine crushed diamonds for the ultimate coverage and glow. And this is winkylux.com. Hashtag it's a winky world. Whoa. How adorable is this? It's so miniature. Oh, it's so cute. So it has like a little pink packaging with a little diamond, and it just says diamond powder. You guys, I'm getting sold by the packaging. And I think it says Winky Lux there. Probably should, I don't know if you can see it, Winky Lux. This is a foundation powder. It's in a shade that potentially could match me. It is super soft and creamy. And of course, you guys aren't going to be able to see it because it's just going to blend into my skin. It actually is a decent color for me, like really decent, which powders have always been a difficult thing for me to get right. I am like, this is really exciting to me. And it did rub off that Winky Lux packaging right away, so that definitely didn't stay, but no biggie. How adorable is that? Like, even the outer box, that is super, super cute. I'm very excited about that. Next up, I see an IT Cosmetics product. This is the clinically proven waterproof all-day gel eyeliner. No tug, clinically proven anti-aging long wear pencil infused with hydrolyzed silk, collagen, peptides, and antioxidants. So, this is awesome. I have never tried an eyeliner from IT Cosmetics. So it's like a mini size. You can see there, and I think it's just in the shade black. Let me see if it says, yes, just in the shade black. So let's give it a little go here. Super creamy and very black, very matte. Very nice. Okay. You guys, I am 3 for 3 right now. Super excited about this. Okay. Next up, I see Dr. G Brightening Peeling Gel, Mentor's Message. And it's got, I think, Chinese on here. So, My Skin Mentor Dr. G in Mild. And in the back it says, instantly brighten and clarify skin by eliminating dead skin cells with this gentle, powerful, effective vitamin-infused peeling gel. After cleansing, apply a proper amount to dry skin, massage face gently with fingertips in circular motions, carefully avoiding sensitive eyes. Rinse thoroughly with water. I am not sure about this product. The peeling gels, I get a little weird with things that want to peel things off my face, and I don't know, I don't use products like that, so it makes me a little nervous. That I'm a little iffy on. And then next up is a Trust Fund Beauty product. We've got a couple of things from them in the past. This is called Lipgasm Liquid Lipstick. So it's in the shade K-By. That's what the packaging looks like. This is the shade name, K-By. And then let's see what we have. Okay, this is a very, to me, like, really cool shade. It has Trust Fund Beauty on right at the top, so there you can see that. It does have the shade name on the bottom, K-By. Thank you. Oh, upside down. There we go. See, awesome. So this is a really pretty shade to me already. Nice. Super opaque. To me, that's like, you know, I love shades like this. It's kind of like a brown, pink, mauve. You can't go wrong with that. I wear that pretty much every day. I'm wearing it right now. Very exciting. I have never tried a liquid lipstick from them, so I don't know. Okay guys, I will call it. We've got the liquid lipstick, the IT Cosmetics eyeliner, the light foundation powder, and then we have the mask. Where did I put you? I'm excited about these four, and the only thing I'm just a little unsure of is this peel gel, which I will look into and do some more research because I'm just a little afraid of it, to be honest. So that's awesome, a total win, and the bag is gorgeous. So that's awesome. I am super excited about it. If you guys are not familiar with IPSY, it's an amazing, cheap to me affordable subscription service if you just want to try new products for $10 a month. So I love it. I'll leave the links below if you want to check it out. I always leave the product links as well if you want to check that out too. But now let's get into that next portion that I had mentioned earlier. This is just going to be a really hopefully quick PSA, but you can see Dutch in the background. We, the Dutch and I and Pearl, my other dog, we live in an apartment complex. We live in Florida, we live in Tampa. I live in a very populated city. I am not in the country. I took them out to go walking, and we have a pond in our back area, and it's got a lot of wildlife in it. There's fish, there's turtles, and there's also otters, river otters sometimes, and we've never had a problem. I've lived here 6 years, and we've been fine. You know, there's never been an incident until yesterday, and we were walking, we were coming back, it was a little bit before 7, and I was walking on the main road of the complex, and to the left of me there's kind of like a canal and a ditch, and there's even a fence separating me from that canal. And I just saw something swimming, and I happened to look over and I saw it was one of the otters. I kept walking. I tried to hurry the dogs with me because I've heard that they can hurt animals, and while most of those otters have always been friendly, people feed them here, people let their dogs play with them off leash. I don't do that. I'm so scared about my animals being hurt, and that's exactly what happened. So we kept walking. That otter shot up from that ditch. It climbed up the hill. It followed us, and it went right after Dutch. It got him. It bit him in his behind. I was freaking out. Pearl was freaking out. I actually didn't even know like if it had gotten Pearl. I turned around and I was pulling the leash. I was pulling Dutch. The otter was pulling the back of him, and I was scared that she was going to try to pull him away from me because that's what it felt like was happening, or the otter. So I lunged at it, thinking that I might be able to get him to release Dutch, and it did. It released him, and as soon as I turned to run with the dogs, it ran after me and it bit me in my ankle. I had to shake it off, and we had to keep running because it was following us. So oh my gosh, guys, we spent the last evening in the vet, Sunday night at the emergency vet. Of course, Sunday evening, things close. You can't even get to an urgent care clinic. Only the ERs are open. I was more concerned about Dutch's injuries because it had sliced him around his behind where we had pulled him from, or where I had pulled him from the otter. It was just a crazy night. Good news, you can see he's clearly having a good day. He's fine, he's playing, he's doing a lot better. He got his butt glued back together, basically. They didn't even stitch it. They just kind of glued him back where he was having some issues where the skin had separated. And I went to the doctor this morning. I went to an urgent care clinic. They cleaned up my wound and told me that I needed to go to the health department to get a rabies shot. Dutch had to get a booster rabies shot as well, even though he already has his rabies vaccination. But here's my PSA, just so that, you know, everybody's okay. That animal, you know, was probably, you know, people were feeding it, people were letting dogs play with it. You don't want to play with wild animals. You don't want to feed wild animals. You got to let them do their thing, be wild, and keep your distance. And also make sure your dogs, your animals are up to date with their vaccinations. You don't want to have an accident like this. And I live in a place where you wouldn't think this stuff would happen. And actually everybody I talk to has never heard of people getting bit by otters. I think it's more common. I think people don't report it as much, but we do live, you know, near animals sometimes, and sometimes the unexpected happens. And I just want to remind you guys to, you know, be careful and, you know, keep aware of your surroundings and just make sure that you're doing what you need to do to prevent anything ahead of time. So Dutch has always been vaccinated every year, but they did tell me to get a booster for him, so we got that today. I get to start my rabies shots tomorrow. So I'm gonna go do that. But I just wanted to just throw it out there just to remind people to be aware, be cautious, and, you know, do your preventative care for your animals and yourself. Obviously they don't give humans rabies, but you do get tetanus shots every couple of years. Actually, they last, I think, a decade or more. So just, you know, check out what you need to check out and be aware. So thanks guys for watching. As always, Dutch is doing just fine. He's been to a couple of doctors. I've seen the doctor. We're good. But just to put it out there in case that any benefits anybody, they may be cute and they may be looking cuddly and they may be friendly. They're very curious, but you don't want to try to interact with them. You want to give them their space. And this one, I don't know, something just seemed off with it. We weren't in her or in its space. It literally came and sought us out after we were walking away from it. We were trying to run and it got us. So I don't know, guys. I just wanted to share that, and for what it's worth, thank you guys as always. I will see you guys in my next video, and I will talk to you in the comments below. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Bye.